How you guys doing? This is RandomGuyKev, and I have Greg from PTS here, and he's gonna give us a little insight on what PTS is working on, what PTS is about, and yeah, here we go.
Cool. So, my name is Greg Wong. I run the personality Spartan117GW. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, like 11 years or so. We found that out when we went to Jet's birthday party. We were looking at our oldest videos. It was like, oh my god, I've been doing this for 11 years. Yeah, so my role at PTS specifically is mainly like the social media marketing manager direction. Like every company, every industry has like a different title for that, but essentially that's what I do. And I also like to think of myself as a community manager. So that is more of a video game industry term, but I think it's something more so that should apply in the same way to the airsoft industry. As a community manager, you're just not a marketing entity, but you're like embedded in the community, which means like you're interacting with them, you're giving them updates, you're getting their feedback, you're playing with them, you're hanging out with them. Like it's a much more hands-on kind of approach than like a very like hands-off like marketing director kind of approach. So that's one of the things that I do at PTS. Social media, make videos, content, going out, buy through with the people's like the old soft kind of like mentality, right? So you're there with the people, playing with them, learning like what they want or what needs to change at PTS or product wise and such. Yeah, so that's more essentially my role. PTS is an interesting company. It's one of the few companies that started off as a airsoft division of a real firearms company. It started off as a division of Magpul back in the day, like early 2000s, where it was like Richard Fitzpatrick and those guys over there just designing stuff over there. Travis Haley was doing Magpul Dynamics at the time, and then you had them designing like the Masada, which like when Chris Costa designed the Masada, he didn't have a beard. Well, he didn't necessarily design the Masada, but when he's on Future Weapons showing it, he's like, he didn't even have a beard. I had to like watch that again. I was like, oh my god, that's Chris Costa talking about the Masada. I was like, how did I never put those two and two together? So yeah, PTS has always started from that, like right from the get-go. Like you're talking about at the time, and arguably today still, is like one of the leaders and was the top firearms manufacturer starting an airsoft division. So that already sets the bar really high for PTS. PTS is about cool accessories that enhance your experience. That's kind of why like the slogan's like, it's the experience. It's like having a really nice, well-built gun with good accessories. And what's really cool is that PTS is really tied into the firearms industry. Like, we're not a huge company, but we shoot a lot. And both between my boss and myself, we have a lot of really good connections with the firearms industry. That's where you see all those kind of cool licenses come from. Even though we started off with Magpul, and even though that kind of ended up splitting, we have so many licenses that we work with. Centurion Arms, which is founded by a Navy SEAL, and he was the NCOIC of the NSW Sniper School. We have Radiant Weapons, which used to be XTS, but their most famous product is this really popular charging handle that's like on every popular firearms brand gun out there. I mean, even F1 guns have Radiant charging handles on them. Like a bunch of different suppressor companies, muzzle devices companies. We just brought on M-Tech. We've got Kinetic, which is like the Kinetic Scar right here. So they have this really cool rail system that kind of pimps out the Scar. So PTS is basically a high-end accessories company, and we just want to focus on bringing good products to people. Of course, our bread and butter product is the EPM. Like, we've kind of been known for mags, and even though we've made a lot of cool stuff, we're kind of re-gearing towards pushing mags more and doing more mags for all the guns that are out there and the different guns that you want, and just bring a better overall experience. Because overall, of all the components, like, a lot of the accessories out there, not say they're fluff, but you don't necessarily need them to win. But what you do need to win is a mag that works. If you have a mag that works, you're good. Like, then after that, it's all on the gun. But, like, if the mag doesn't work, that's kind of like the choke point of the gun that really determines, like, your experience or your fun factors. Like, if it's feeding, if it's shooting, if the mags are durable, if they break, or if they have cool features on them. Like, all that stuff matters. So that's kind of what PTS is about. But more or less.
So, how does PTS differentiate themselves from their competitors?
So, easiest way to identify is like the quality of our products. Like, we're a high-end accessories company, so like the material, right? DuPont polymer is the polymer that we use. Like, we don't use like cheap ABS plastic. Like, we're using like DuPont Zytel, which is an American material that we have to get sent to Asia made, then sent back. So that's one of the reasons why it's a little bit on the more expensive side, but it's because you're getting that quality. And like we spend a lot of design mentality on it. Like if you think about it, like the EPM is what, 4 years old, a solid 4 years old or so, maybe even slightly more, like 2014, 2015 is when it came out. And it is like the #1 performance mag. And like we haven't changed the design of the mag in those 4 or 5 years, but because of brand notoriety and the quality and like the performance that mag has, I mean, even the last 4 or 5 years, it's been the mag to have. And like we're coming up on the verge of introducing our next generation magazine, which has innovation from Odin Innovations. So we do collaborate with partners when the times kind of like permit or when opportunities present itself. But yeah, the quality of our products really speaks for themselves. One of the reasons why I joined the company is because I didn't want to join a company and just pitch garbage. PTS makes amazing stuff. It was like before I even started working for the company, it was like one of my favorite things to own was PTS stuff. Like my gun didn't have PTS stuff, I was wrong. So it made sense to join the company and kind of bring my insight and my kind of player, like boots on the ground perspective to the company, which helped. Like I basically like helped bring from the post Magpul PTS, or like from when like that Magpul like deal ended to now, was like a complete resurrection of PTS. Like before, people only knew the PMag and Magpul. That was it. But now people know the EPM. Our stock is like the best stock on the market. We've got amazing rail systems, accessories, muzzle devices, little pieces here and there that you can use. But we have some really great bread and butter products that are very well known in the industry. And our anodization, and you look at the way our rails are made. Our rails are very, very, very well made. And they're affordable too. They come with gas blocks and stuff. So it's really the quality and just the mindset behind the accessories. And we just have really awesome relationships with the firearms industry. So yeah, that sets us apart.
So does PTS consider themselves innovators in the airsoft industry?
Oh, definitely. Like the EPM 1 is like huge. It is a gargantuan leap in innovation for magazine technology for airsoft AG mags. So where you're getting like high cap capacity, but with mid cap kind of performance and functionality, like ridiculous, right? And not just that, but like with, you know, we have the ERG system, which is a collaboration with KWA. We've got the Radian Model 1, which is a really cool gas blowback rifle, which if you didn't know, you when you pull the charging handle back and you press the magazine release, that locks the bolt to the rear. Now, given that was Radian's kind of I guess you could say functionality they built in, ambidextrous dual action catch is what they designed it, but we brought that to the airsoft market. But yeah, innovation wise, PTS is all about innovation, and we definitely want to put a lot of that innovative focus on the mag market right now.
Gotcha. If PTS could work with any brand or company right now, what would it be? Which company would you guys work with right now?
That's
to
tough. We got a lot of good relationships with a lot of companies out there right now. Like we have a really great relationship with Halo Strategic, even though we don't have any like their licensor necessarily. They're kind of in a state where they almost don't need one because they sell enough stuff to the airsoft market, so they're soft goods, so they wouldn't really want one. But I mean, I would love to have a Halo Strategic license. I think that'd be great. I would basically, that would kind of be it. Like I would want to make like a Halo Strategic Glock slide kit. I would want to make like a Halo Strategic rifle. They just don't really have anything built right now to make a copy of. So if there was something that was already made, maybe like the Fight Light MCR, although technically the G&G light machine gun is kind of like a copy of that, but the Fight Light MCR, which is basically like an AR light machine gun, would be really, really cool. God, I'm trying to think, like what's another company that I'd love to do some stuff with? I mean, agency would be cool, but I mean, they're already kind of married up. Yeah, I mean, Halo Strategic would be like my top pick for sure.
Gotcha. Any new products coming out in the next 6 months to a year for PTS?
Two big ones are the MTech helmet and the EPM1. The MTech helmet is going to be like the best quality airsoft helmet made for airsoft on the market when it comes out. So if you want a good helmet for your bucket that doesn't cost you an arm and leg, but like feels like pretty dang legit, like almost to the quality of like say like the Team Wendy LTP, which is still like a $300 helmet, the PTS MTech helmet is going to be the way to go. And of course EPM1, I mean that is just like people have been drooling, begging, asking. I got DMs, messages, Facebook posts, like everyone just begging for that thing to come out. So that is kind of the big one. I mean, recently we just released the Zeb slide kit, which is really cool, both the Dragonfly slide and the Prizefighter slide. So if you have a Tokyo Marui Glock, should fit those just fine. But everyone's been also asking for Umarex slide kits as well, so hopefully we'll get around to that.
Gotcha. So anything else about PTS that you want to let everybody else know about, like how to contact you guys and how to get, I guess, recommendations on how to like
interact with PTS?
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's a lot of cool ways to interact with PTS. We have something called the PTS Owners Group, which you're a group of on
Yes,
Facebook.
I am.
So if you own PTS products, PTS guns, accessories, whatever, join that group. It's kind of a cool, like our own little like PTS family of like people posting cool stuff on there or talking about their guns and accessories and stuff, but it's very PTS focused. That's what's kind of cool about it. We also have our Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, all of which are really great platforms to like interact with and check out what the latest products are. I mostly put stuff on the Instagram, like our Instagram grew from like nothing to like 50,000, 56,000 something,
Yeah,
so it's gotten pretty big. That's probably one of the easiest ways to reach us, and also by Facebook message or just comment or whatever on our Facebook page. We try to blast things out on everything, but we're the most active on Instagram for sure. And as most firearms company know, just because throttling of gun stuff on Facebook, Instagram's kind of like the home for gun stuff right now. And a little bit of YouTube, but even YouTube's kind of up and down, hit and miss, and it takes a lot more time to create like YouTube content. So Instagram's a really good way to interact with us. And of course, anyone in the PTS media group, like Kevin here, or like Airsoft Alphonse or Jet Desert Fox, any of the people that are running like EPMs and stuff, you can always talk to them, get like an insider's look at what PTS stuff they run or what PTS stuff they know. But yeah, they're all kind of like in the know with the PTS media group. So there's a lot of cool ways to interact with PTS. But you can also hit me up, Spartan117GW. I answer PTS questions on my personal stuff all the time because I'm basically like Mr. PTS. So a lot of cool ways to interact, a lot of cool ways to reach out. In terms of like new stuff, like we got the new gear coming out, and like if you're looking for like accessories and stuff, there's just so much cool stuff out here. Where you're looking for rails, stocks, rail systems. I mean, a bunch of our stuff actually works on real firearms, actually, which is kind of cool. This is a real, rifle right here, AR-15, Centurion Arms rail system. So it's got a real Radiant charging handle on it. But as you'll notice, it has the PTS EPS on here, which is really cool, EPS-C. So this works perfectly on real steel firearms. It also has our enhanced polymer grip, compact. This is the gas blowback version, but works with real guns. So if you want kind of a cool grip that's like affordable, but want to rock that PTS good, you got that too. And this is all the real Centurion stuff, but we actually sell the real Centurion rails, so you can buy these rail covers from PTS. But the rails you get from Centurion Arms. But yeah, it almost looks like my Airsoft gun because I basically cloned my Airsoft gun off of this gun, just a different color. But yeah, so PTS has a lot of cool stuff coming out. We're kind of refocusing on doing more mag stuff. I know people have been begging about G36 mags for like the longest time. G mags, I've got like a box of them down there that are basically priceless. People have been begging me to sell them, but I won't because I got G36s now. Look, I even got a G mag right here. Look at this. This is basically gold. This is basically like a unicorn. You do not see these anymore. This is like legit PTS G36 goodness, and everyone doing German KSK loadouts has been hounding me to get their hands on some G-Mags. But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up on PTS, so make sure you follow us on social media, and it's the best way to reach us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for checking into the channel. I will leave a link for PTS in my description, and for Spartan117GW, all his information will be in the description. Thank you for Greg for giving us all this information. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, send them an email, whatever is going on, and we'll take it from there. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.